y'all, what's good, what's happening? It's your girl Sam Republic and welcome back to another video. Today's a very different type of video that I don't usually do, which is a story time. So I have 6 parts to 6 different story times, and these would only be the story times that I'm ever going to tell you guys. No matter, God forbid, if I'm in any other drama that happens down the line in my life, I will not be giving story times because it will not be relevant at all. So today's story time, which is very hot on the block and very controversial, is basically dating my first Nigerian. Yeah. The horrors. Don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean all Nigerian guys are terrible, bad people. I just seem to have somewhat of a shit experience with men across the board. But hopefully that's not going to be the case moving forward. This happened a couple of years ago. If he does stumble across this video, yes, it's about you and not anybody recent. But yeah, dating my first Nigerian, my experience, we'll be doing this a little bit of a mukbang style. What I have today is some yellow rice, got some fried chicken, chakalaka, some creamed spinach and roasted potato, and a little bit of cauliflower and broccoli. That I'll be drinking is straight up OJ, orange juice. And then we're gonna chit chat and talk about how I met this person, where I met this person, what happened, and just the tea in general and why I don't really entertain Nigerian guys, period. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
We're gonna call this guy Tony for keepsakes. We're gonna call this guy Tony. Tony was tall, dark, handsome, a lot older than me. A lot older than me. And because, I was very naive, the frontal lobe did not develop yet, I thought, washa, let me entertain somebody a lot older. And he's Nigerian, he's gonna give me money, he's gonna spend on me. He's going to be nice, you know? This is not to say that I'm not used to being around Nigerian people. I am used to being around Nigerian people. It's just that I have never entertained them in any sort of romantic way ever. I also somewhat grew up around Nigerian people. So yeah, no hate, no shade. So Tony was a Muslim Nigerian guy. Tony was a Muslim Nigerian guy. We met through Tinder. This was before Tinder. Tinder was still had a bad rep. Tinder still had a bad rep. It's even worse now. I wouldn't know, but so I've heard. It's way worse now and a lot more unsafe. Tinder still had somewhat of a decent rep. We met on Tinder. I wasn't doing any funny things on Tinder. I just wanted to see the fine shits that we have in the city. So he wanted to take me out. I declined because I'm not going to meet you just after matching with you on the app, right? Hello, sensory alert. I'm not trying to get kidnapped. I'm not trying to get killed. Also, we live in South Africa. It's a country where, yay, as a woman, your safety comes first and you need to be very aware and alert. Cool, whatever. We exchanged numbers through the app. And we started chatting a bit. So time flows by down the line, we're chatting, things are cool, things are nice. He then asked me out on a proper date. On that specific date, I was actually going out with friends. And then I was like, sorry, can't make it, going out with friends. Go out with friends. This is when I knew I needed glasses because I was not wearing glasses at the time. I'm like this guy looks familiar, but I can't really see properly, so I'm not taking notes. He's wearing traditional attire. I was at some infused on Long. I was at infused on Long. Went out with friends. Went to go grab a bite. Just having girls' time or whatever. He recognizes me. I don't recognize him. I can barely see. And that plate, it was dark. And they only had like the green lights around and whatever. Cool beans. He then texts me later like, hey, were you at Infused? And I was like, yeah, why? It's like, I was literally looking at you and I don't think you recognized me when you saw me. I was like, oh, were you wearing A, B, and C, like your traditional attire? He was like, yeah, that was me. How come you didn't say hi? I was like, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. My eyes are really bad and I can't see for shit. Plus it was dark and I didn't really take note because I was out with friends. It's like, I cool, no worries. I'd like to invite you to an event that I'm hosting. You can bring friends and we'll chill and whatever. But yeah, okay. At the time, the friends that I went out with just were not available at the time. I just had really fakey, shitty friends. And I was like, cool, whatever. I came alone. It was like, I'm going to come alone. Friends flagged whatever. It's like, don't worry. Just pull up, drinks on me, order whatever you want. It's my event. I'll get a waitress to come to you and you can get whatever you want. Cool, fine. So get at the event. I find out that Tony's name is not actually Tony, right? He has a different name. And then I give him a call. It's like, hey, I'm here at the event and A, B, and C is not your name. Like, Tony is not your name. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Red flag number one. Red flag number one. He's like, okay, cool, not a problem. My name is A, B, and C. I'm going to come down and come and fetch you. I'm like, okay, cool. Comes down, comes and fetch me, go upstairs. He greets me. I'm like, hey, he's like, how you doing? He's like, cool. We greet each other and it's like, cool, I'm gonna let you sit at the table, but I won't be there because I have to like make sure everything is okay and whatever. And you did say you're gonna come alone, so just try and mingle with whoever's at the table that I'm gonna seat you at. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. So now at the table that I'm at, I meet these really lovely girls. We're chilling, whatever, vibes are going nice. I order cocktails. They're ordering bottles, and I'm just like, me forgetting that he said the tabs are me. And I just wanted to be cute and cordial and nice. I'm ordering cocktails. Fine. Ordering cocktails, cool, nice, go by. Music is nice. He comes and check up. I think he comes and check up on me like only twice throughout the entire night. Vibes were nice. Meeting a few people there at the table. The girls that I'm with are like just having a good time. We end up exchanging social media. They end up leaving with other people. And then it's just me. And then I was just like, hey, I'm going to leave because yeah, it's getting late and I don't really want to be outside alone and stuff like that. And it was like, cool. I'd love to drop you home. Let me order you an Uber because like I have to stay and finish and make sure everybody gets paid and stuff like that. So I can't really whatever, like be in your space and whatever. I'm like, alright, fine. It's not a problem. He orders me an Uber Black. I was like, yes. I was still young this time, okay? I'm like, he orders me an Uber Black. I'm like, okay, cool. Go home. Vibes are nice. I go home. Just take a bite of this chicken. It's a little burnt. Too good. I'm so sorry if you do not like chewing sounds. I'm really, really sorry. Cool. This is what I know. Tony was planning other things. Tony, phones me a couple of days later. He's like, hey, can we go for a night drive? Me, because I like night drives, okay? I'm a young hoe. Without being a hoe. I love night drives. He's like, hey, can we go for a night drive? This guy drives a nice BMW. Nice, just a really nice BMW, okay? Very, very nice white BMW. It's like, hey, can we go for a night drive? It'd be nice to actually like catch up and chat, because I don't think we've actually had the time to like catch up and chat after the events. And I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. Let me get nice. Wait, here I'm putting on my synthetic wig, and I'm just like, because I didn't have money at the time. And my cousin didn't want to borrow me her wig, and she was just being boring. And I was like, "Alright, cool, bitch. I don't give a fuck." Put on my synthetic wig. I put on some shirt. And bear in mind, I'm so skinny. I'm so skinny. I have no business being with such an old guy, bruh. I have no business. Fine. He picks me up before sunset, because we were going to go for like a sunset vibe through Signal Hill, and then grab dinner, and then go somewhere there in Hermanus, and then just like vibe it out. Fine. We go for a drive. He's quiet first half of the drive. He's like, oh, do you want to grab something to go and eat? I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling peckish. Dude stops by KFC. I'm like, are you getting KFC? He's like, yeah, don't you like KFC? I was like, I'm not really a big fan of KFC. He's like, do you want McDonald's here? I'm like, McDonald's? Nigga, like in my head, I'm like, nigga, I thought you taking me out on a dinner date. McDonald's? Yeah, and this is why I say, ladies, do not be nonchalant for a man, because they're gonna treat you like shit. Okay, fine, whatever. He's like, oh, what were you expecting? I was like, I thought we were gonna go out like to get dinner or whatever. He's like, yeah, probably another time. My face is like, oh, okay, cool, not a problem. Another time? Nigga, please. We go grab McDonald's. We go chill, sunset, watch the vibes, and then we're driving back down. So as we're driving back down, I asked this dude, how old are you? Because on the app, it said 36. 36. Bear in mind, I'm 20. Turning 20 what? No. Yeah, no. I am 19 turning 20. I'm 19 turning 20. This nigga's 36. On the app, it said 36. So I asked this guy, are you really 36, or is that just the age? Like, how old are you really? Or is that just like an age that you put on there? He's like, nah, I'm 40. I lost my shit. I was like, wait, what? So why did you lie on the app? He's like, nah, I just know that if I have to put my real age, it's gonna be difficult for me to like attract the type of woman that I'm looking for. Like, are you mad that I lied? Red flag number 2. Red flag number 2. Like, I just know I wouldn't be able to like attract the type of woman that I want and I'm looking for. So I was like, cool. Fair enough. But like, that's still lying. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry that I lied. Bear in mind, I met this guy on a dating app. So I'm probably not the only woman that he's talking to. Next question I ask him, are you married? Because he most likely is. There's no way you're 40 and, you know, he's like, no, but I have 2 kids. Red flag number 3. This was my sign to like be like, "Aight, sharp, please drop me home. Can we end the night here?" But Saint was like, no, stay. Stay's like, no, I'm not married. However, like my kids stay with my baby mom back in Nigeria. And then I asked, which tribe are you from? The nigga is Hausa. There's no way you're 40 years old. You have 2 kids. They are living with your baby mom. And you're Hausa. Make it make sense. No ways. 90% of Hausa men are married. If not, they probably have 2 wives and kids. You telling me you're a Hausa man, 2 kids, and your so-called baby mama is back at home taking care of the kids while you here in South Africa living a lavishly good life and you're a single man? No ways. I'm not believing that lies. I knew this nigga was lying. I knew this nigga was lying because Hausa men like women. Apart from Igbo men, Hausa men will shook you, shake you to the ground. If they're not trying to turn you into their 3rd wife, they will shake you to the ground. Literally, it was like, no, I'm not married. However, I have 2 kids and they're living with my baby mom back home. I knew this nigga was lying through his teeth. I was like, I cool, whatever, fine. Night is getting young. The night is not getting young. It's getting late. The bell is ringing. Saint, go home. It's time to go home. It's like, no, let's go to my place. We can just chill, get a nightcap, and then I'll drop you home. Man doesn't live too far from where I stay. I'm like, I'd like to go home, please. It's getting late. He's like, no, we'll pass by night. And me in a man's car already. I'm in this man's car already. He's already driving on the highway. He's already driving on the highway after buying me McDonald's when I said I want a dinner, not McDonald's. And he said he was gonna take me out to dinner that night, but he bought me fucking McDonald's, bro. What did I expect? What did I expect? That this man doesn't live far from me. He can see me crusty in the road and I wouldn't know. Go home, we go to his place, we get a nightcap. Okay. Stupid me end up kissing this old grandpa of a man. After that nightcap, yeah, I said, okay, fine. Can I go home now? He's like, okay, fine, cool. He's like, I thought you young girls like just coming home with emphasis on you young girls. I thought you young girls just like coming home with older guys and, you know, to do these funny things. I was like, you see, and he was like, you seem like somebody too sweet and too innocent. I can't take advantage of you. Let me drop you home. Nigga drops me home. After that, just lamsering me. I allowed myself to be lamsered by a 40-year-old man, guys. Yo, if you're my family member and you're watching this, do not watch my story times. It's not for you. It's not for you. Cool. Drops me home. I want to leave now. I'm like, okay, bye. He's like, oh, you're not going to kiss me to say goodbye? I'm like, no, I'm going home. It's late. I already lamsed. He's like, are you embarrassed of me? I was like, what do you mean? I just have neighbors and you're dropping me in front of my house. And I don't really have time for drama in my neighborhood because my neighbors are nosy as fuck. And they will look for anything to try and start some sort of type of gossip. I'm not the gossip. I'm not the drama. Goodbye. I go home. I go and sleep because now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I go home, I go and sleep. Next morning, mom was like, where have you been? I said, no, I went out. Time just probably lapsed. And in my head, I'm like, this nigga. She asked me, where's I been? Because she saw the car that I got dropped off from. She saw the car that I got dropped off. I didn't have my own keys at the time. Can imagine, I did not have my keys at the time. I had to tell my sister, please come and wake me. Please come and open the gates for me. And she peeked through the window to see the type of car that I'm getting dropped off at. My sister opened the gate for me. She was like, damn, girl. I was like, yeah. It was like, oh, how did it go? I was like, please, I'm just trying to go to sleep. This nigga's old as shit. And he Nigerian. She's like, whoa. And I'm just like, yeah, let me get out of here. Okay, so I just made sure I finished my food. Cool. I go home. He doesn't text me for a week. Red flag number 4. Fine. After that week, he texts me. I text back because I think, oh my God, he's just been busy. No. My straw should have been at the first red flag. But because Gitani Zinto, I stayed all the way through up until this man showed me flames. After a week of not texting me, saying, hey, sorry, I was out of the country. I just had to go back home. The kids needed A, B, and C and stuff like that. And I was like, ish, look, I don't think it's gonna bamba between us because you're very old. Dude got so upset. He got offended. Oh, so you think I take you on my nice drives and nice cars for nothing? I was like, what do you mean? You think you're the only person that I've been in a nice car? Yeah. You bloody South African girls. You bloody young girls. Always taking advantage of. I was like, no. If we want to talk about taking advantage, you're the one here. You're old, first and foremost. Secondly, you lied about your age. Thirdly, you have 2 kids and a wife back home. Don't think I don't know. Oh, what are you talking about? I told you she's just my baby mom. I was like, no, Hausa man has just a baby mom. No, Hausa man just has a baby mom. Man tells me, where did you find this from? Where are you finding this information from? Who told you about me? I said, leave me alone. Now I'm scared, man, because this bride knows where I live. This bride knows where I live. He can pull up anytime and start causing a scene. I'm just like, I hope this nigga doesn't cause a scene or come up to my house and cause shit. Because I don't be liking drama like that. And I have no business for no old ass man coming up to my house and causing problems. Mind you, I'm 19. I'm turning 20. Okay? I'm about to turn 20. Now I'm just sitting here like, God, what did I put myself through? What did I put myself through? Why am I entertaining problematic people? I'm entertaining old ass niggas. He needs to be with his age mates. And I'm just here because he has a nice car? Come on. Like, have a standard. Saint, have a standard. I didn't have a standard back then, but I was busy acting classy. A year later, this guy's like, hey, are you still? I was like, hey, look, can we? He's like, no, he sent me a message. He's like, hey, can we reconnect? I don't really like how things fell off between us. And I feel like I'm such a better man right now. I'm a better person. I was like, look, realistically, you're just way too old for me. And I have no business being with somebody as old as you and me being as young as I am. This is a year later. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I shouldn't have reacted. I was like, I understand. But I have no business being with your old ass. Get there. And yeah, I blocked him. I never spoke to him again. And I never crossed paths with him again. One thing I like about God is when I say I'm done with somebody, he's gonna never make me cross paths with him again. And yeah, that was my experience dating my very first Nigerian guy, my very first older guy. And I was just very naive, very, very people pleasing. And I do not recommend dating older guys when you're young. I do not recommend dating older guys when you are below 25. And he was selfish, hey? This dude didn't even want to spend on me. Like, he actually ended only taking me out not even for dinner, but only for drinks. He never wanted to pay a bill. He never wanted to pay to actually go out for dinner. He was just like, now we're just getting drinks. Now we're just getting drinks. It was like, a girl needs to eat. You think I'm putting on these nice clothes just to go and get drinks? A girl needs to eat. I've never eaten this man's money. I've never eaten this man's money. The only thing he bought me was drinks and McDonald's. What I must do with McDonald's? I must do what with McDonald's? You think I could not buy my own McDonald's? I could buy my own McDonald's. That is my experience dating my very first Nigerian guy. I have dated Nigerian guys after that, but only two others. Actually, yeah, only two others, and it was never serious. The accent just throws me off. And that's about it. Yeah, if you do wanna, well, there are gonna be more story times. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know your first experience, or if you even think about dating a Nigerian. What was it like? Would you date a Nigerian guy? And are you brave? Are you brave to go through the humiliation ritual of dating a Nigerian guy? Because they will humiliate you, especially if you're a young gal.